All right, so we're here at CRAVE in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Tell me a little bit about the building and the restaurant concept itself.
So this was the former B&M train station here in Amesbury. The train station sat on the other side. They moved it over here, 1865, I believe was the date. Other side of the building was an old feed store. So when we opened the restaurant, we started on just that side. We only had a beer and wine license at the time, and we were just really focused on doing a great wine list with really high quality food, open for dinner only. So the person renting this space, I was fortunate enough to make a deal with them to move out of the space, and we were able to expand.
How important was it to you to open the business here in Amesbury?
I grew up here in town. My grandfather and community leaders would always be sitting around the table at his house sharing Manhattans. So I grew up around whiskey, used to it on the table, so when we finally got our full liquor license, I decided we're going to focus on whiskey. So right now we feature over 125 bottles of whiskey. Whiskey worldwide is exploding. We've got a great selection from Japan, from Scotland, from Ireland, from Taiwan, from the United States, from Canada, and the same chef making the same great food. It's a real dream come true.
So you in one form or another have been in the restaurant industry for 22 years. You've owned your own for 5 years, doing really well. But you've learned a lot along the way, both before you owned it and since you've owned CRAVE. If you were talking to someone else who was interested in opening a restaurant, what are a couple of pieces of advice you would give them?
So, number one thing I tell people is to know who you are, know what your brand is, what you're trying to do and what you're trying to sell. Listen to your customers because they'll give you great ideas, but don't overreact from one comment. Really listen and look for patterns, and I suggest writing them down. I keep a list.
You're right. Otherwise, it is very easy to react to one comment, one direction. But if you start seeing a pattern and you start seeing consistent feedback, it's easier to react to it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great advice.